So this right here is the Canon 24-105mm f4L lens with image stabilization. Now the lens I have right here is the Mark II version, so this is more expensive than the Mark I. However, they're both really similar. I'm gonna link the Mark II version down below in the description though, because it's the most common one to find new. However, if you want to buy this used and save some money, I'd probably recommend going with the Mark I version. It's gonna be a lot cheaper, and there's really not a whole lot of differences besides the build quality is maybe a little bit better on the Mark II. Sharpness may be a tad better on the Mark II, but really, it's not gonna be a noticeable difference. But either way, let's get into the specs of this lens. So, like I said, this is the Canon 24-105mm lens. So on the a6000, 24-105 covers anywhere from like that mid-range 35mm equivalent-ish field of view, all the way up to a telephoto lens like about 150 or 160mm equivalent on the a6000. So like I said, this is pretty much the do-it-all lens. It doesn't cover anything super wide like the 18-35, but if you do more like portrait work or longer range work, this lens is awesome for that because like I said, it goes all the way to 105mm, and the best part about it is it does have stabilization built into it. So this will make your footage or photos so much smoother, especially when you're zoomed all the way into like 105mm or 85 or really anything kind of past that 50mm point. The stabilization is going to help a ton. Now the one downside of this lens is that it's f4, so it is constant f4 from 24 to 105mm. However, f4 is definitely a lot slower than most prime lenses. It's going to have less background separation, it's going to be worse in low light. However, the fact that it's still a constant f4 all the way throughout the zoom range is pretty solid. So it's not like a lot of kit zoom lenses that'll go, all the way down to like f7.1 once you zoom in all the way. So it does still stay at f4, but just keep that in mind that it's not going to be as good in low light and not have as good background separation as the 18-35 at similar focal lengths. However, once you're into 105mm, there's still going to be an insane amount of background separation. And it's really up to you whether the longer zoom range with stabilization is more important to you, or a wider zoom range with f1.8 aperture is better for you, which is what the Sigma will provide. But also, the Canon lens is more expensive. I think new it's close to $1,000-ish. So this is a huge investment. But like I said, the build quality is amazing. It's weather sealed. You're also going to need this Sigma MC11 adapter or just any Canon EF to Sony E-mount adapter. But for the price point, this lens is absolutely amazing. Like I said, it does it all. It covers almost every focal length you need. Has stabilization, super good build quality. It's not super heavy, but it's a lot longer than pretty much any of the other lenses I'm going to talk about. So it's pretty front heavy on the a6000. But again, you pay for the build quality, you pay for the sharpness, the features of it. Stabilization adds some size and weight to it. So you're really gonna have to pick your poison. And also stay tuned for more videos like this in the future. I have lots of videos about the Sony a6000 and about a bunch of other budget cameras, budget lenses, budget camera gear, anything like that. That's pretty much what I base my channel around. So if you're interested in that, don't hesitate to go down to the like button and subscribe to my channel. And that wraps this video up. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.